Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you're tuning in. This is my second video. Thank you to those of you who tuned in, who subscribed, and who left comments on my first video. That was so fantastic. It was so exciting that someone was actually watching this. So I hope that this tutorial is useful as well. Today I'm going to show you how to apply false eyelashes or strip lashes. I'm going to go through all of the products that I use and the technique that I use to apply them. And I'm going to be using a medium full volume strip lash from Benefit Cosmetics today. I think it's kind of an advanced lash, but I'd rather show you a really wow look, and then you can use exactly the same technique, similar products, depending on what you have, depending on what you want to try, and you can achieve something stupendous using any eyeshadow technique that you like. I'm not going to show you the makeup that I've done in the video today, so if you'd like to see it, please leave a comment below and I'll try and do a tutorial on that as well. The only thing that I won't have done before putting on the lash is my mascara and any additional liner that I want to put on. So I'm going to show you all of the steps. Let's get started. I'm going to talk you through the tools first thing because I want you to be prepared. So the first thing to do is choose your lashes. So today I'm using the Benefit Pinup Lash. I really like it because it's a full volume lash and it actually combines black and brown lashes. So I think it looks, for a full volume lash, it looks really natural and it blends really well for a lot of people with different skin tones. It doesn't look too harsh, it doesn't look too soft, but it is really full. So when you're choosing your lash, if you're not comfortable applying lashes, start with something that has a very, very thin band. Some brands actually use an Invisiband, which is basically just a thin, it looks like a little piece of fishing wire that holds all of the lashes together. That's a great place to start if you're nervous about applying, because that band won't have as much, it'll kind of hold its shape better to form around your lash line, and so you won't have as much lift at the outer corners. If you're more experienced or you feel more comfortable or you just feel more adventuresome and you want a really full lash, then something like this from Benefit or some of the Huda Beauty lashes, the Lily lashes, are really full volume, long, maximum impact lashes, but they do have a heavier weft and can be a little bit harder to apply. The next thing you need is your glue. I like this Duo Eyelash Adhesive. Then you need either a tweezer or a lash applicator. You can use whatever you prefer, but you should know that tweezers can be more dangerous. It's basically like holding a little knife blade to your eyeball. Be careful. I don't use the lash applicator. I find it a little bit more difficult to use just because I'm used to the tweezer and I'm fairly practiced, so I'm going to go ahead and use the tweezer today. You will need a pair of scissors. You can use small ones. I'm using these little Tweezerman Cuticle scissors. You can use big ones if it's all you have. Just be very careful. What you're going to use those for is sizing and trimming the lash so that you get it just the right size for the width of your eye and the effect that you want from your lashes. Then you're also going to need a good mascara. You can use your favorite or your go-to. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Waterproof Mascara. I love it because it gives me a really full lash, it separates my lashes, and it's waterproof so it stays all day. I have tested it at the pool, I've tested it on vacation, it works really well. And finally, you're going to need a good eyeliner. I prefer to use this Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper Black because I know that once it dries it's not going to smudge, so it won't transfer from inside that inner line of my eye, just below my lash line, to the bottom waterline. I don't want any transfer between the two. I don't want it to smudge. I don't want it to fade. I want it to wear all day with my lashes. Okay, I've finished applying lashes and liner to one eye, and I'm going to go through the same steps of how to apply the strip eyelashes on the other eye. So once again, make sure that you've taken your lashes, held them to the lash line, and measured to determine how long you want them. If they're too long, trim, starting with 3 to 5 millimeters, trim a little bit off one end or the other. Usually the lashes are shorter towards the inner corner, longer towards the outer corner. So determine what type of look you want, whether you want it longer at the ends or a little bit softer and more natural, and then clip accordingly. Before I put glue on the strip lash, I'm going to apply mascara. So I'm going to start on the top of my lashes and roll the brush from the roots to the tips. I'm putting on a really light coat. I just want my lashes a little bit darker so that they blend with the strip lashes. I don't want them too long or too full. Now I'm going to start at the root and roll and just wiggle back and forth toward the tip. Okay, now that I've got that mascara on my top eyelashes, I'm going to take my strip lashes and my glue, and you can either hold the strip lash with your tweezers or just between your fingers. I'm going to take mine on my tweezers so that I don't have to transfer them again before I put them on my eye. I'm going to hold the middle of the lash so that when I apply, I can apply first at the center of the lash and apply pressure until the glue adheres to the lid. I'm going to apply glue straight from my tube. You can also buy tubes that come with a brush so that you can brush the glue on, and it allows for a more steady and even application. Squeeze really gently until you get a little bead of glue coming out of the tube. Alright, so I'm going to apply right onto the lash, and I've got just a thin even coat all the way along. I like to apply it a little bit more heavily at the inner and outer corners of the lash because I find that those are the areas where it is the most likely to lift after you apply the lash. So what I'm going to do now, while this glue is setting, I'm going to let it dry for 20 to 30 seconds before I apply it to my eye to allow it to become a little bit sticky so that when I put it on, it holds in place and doesn't shift around. What I'm going to do is take my fingers and just gently curl that band upward so that as I apply it to my eye, it's already got a nice curve to it to follow my eyelid and my lash line, and that way I don't have to put as much pressure on the inner and outer corners to get them to adhere. So I'm going to hold that while it dries. You can blow on this strip as well to help that glue dry a little bit faster, but 20 to 30 seconds is a good time frame to allow it to dry. Okay, I've allowed this glue to set for 20 to 30 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and apply the lash, again holding it in the middle of the lash strip with my tweezers, and I'm going to come down from above to get this in behind my natural lashes because the ends are curled up, so I want to work from behind so that I'm not running into my natural lashes and then folding them back and getting them stuck in the glue for the lashes. So I'm going to take a little mirror so that I can kind of stay in focus here, and I'm going to come down from above right into the lash line and hold in the middle for a few seconds just while that glue adheres to the middle of my lash line. I'm going to release, and I'm going to go to the inner corner of my eye, grab the lashes and pull them right into my lash line and hold them until they've set there. And then I'm going to go to the outer corner and do the same thing and just hold them against my lash line until they've set so that they stay in the right position. Go back and forth, just working those inner and outer corner into the right spot so that you really get them in tight to the lash line and the glue dries completely before you move on to the next step, so that you don't have to worry about them shifting or lifting at the edges. You can also just grab them and hold them and apply pressure in any area, pushing them right in against the lash line into the base of the lashes at any point, and for as long as you feel comfortable doing it to make sure that they really adhere well. The next thing that I'm going to do, I've already started a little bit, but I'm going to take my natural lashes and the fake lash between my tweezers, and I'm just going to pinch them together. There, I'm going to press those in. Okay, those are good and set. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to line my upper waterline by holding those lashes back, getting in behind them with my liner. I'm going to bring that right into the inner corner of my eye because I don't have as much mascara there and the false lashes don't come quite all the way in. So I'm going to line all the way underneath, and this just helps to blend the lash in. Make it look like I don't have any gaps in between, make it look really nice and smooth. Okay. I'm going to shake that up a bit, my eyeliner. I find that this Kat Von D tattoo liner, it's my favorite. I don't really want to use a different product, but I do find that if you get like shadow or any other product on the brush, it kind of stops flowing. Alright, so I've got that lined right to my inner corner. I'm using the liquid liner because I find that it dries a lot faster and then I don't get any smudging on my lower waterline. Next, I'm just going to go in and finish this up with mascara on my bottom lashes. Try not to raise my brows too much and make that wrinkle deeper. Okay, there we go. So I've got mascara on my bottom lashes now, and I've got my false lashes on. I've done the waterline at the inside of my eye, and that's pretty much it for me. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial today. If you have any questions, if there's any information that you think I missed, please leave me a comment and I would be so happy to get back to you and let you know. And if there's anything that you'd like to see or any questions that you have about things not at all related to this video, whether it's hair, nails, skincare, anything, feel free to ask that as well. I am very much into all of it. So let me know what it is that you're curious about that you'd like to see on my channel, and I'll try and get some content out for you. Thank you so much for tuning into this video today.